Hi everybody, Vermont Survivalist here. This video. This video is on major issues with your Blackpowder platform. What kind of issues that you're going to run into with your Blackpowder platform and possibly how to fix those issues. Let's just face it, Blackpowder, it's a mechanical device. But before I continue, I would like to say, for all the people that are vulnerable adults, yes, you soft-hearted people, I'm gonna have to ask you to get the fuck out of here. I don't have time for softness. Okay? I like hard. Oh, jeez. So, the world's weak enough. Okay? Especially in the States. I don't know how it is in your country, whatever country, but I know in the States, it's filled with weak men now. And, yeah, if you're a vulnerable person, toughen up. The world ain't getting any softer. And guess what? I'm not going to get soft. There's no customer service here. Okay? Yeah. I'm not a nice guy. I'm not a good guy. I'm not a bad guy. But I'm not a good guy either. And I don't even pretend to be. So, just get off the channel, seek life elsewhere, watch a cartoon, anime or something. I don't know. So, why don't we continue? Okay. If you're just getting started in Blackpowder, you're going to run into issues. You're going to be like, what is going on with this thing? Okay, usually there is a check that most every Blackpowder guy does if he starts running into issues. So we're going to talk about some of the common ones. Some of the, it's not calming. It's going to frustrate you. Especially when you got a group of people watching you. It can be embarrassing sometimes. Because here you are, the expert, and all of a sudden you can't get your thing started. Trust me, it happened to the best of us. So, let's go through some of the common ones. And then, there we go. Okay, first we're going to start with percussion. The biggest thing with percussion is the nipple. The hole in the nipple. That can get plugged up. All you need is a prick and just clean it out. There's two ways to clean it out. You can take off the nipple with a sergeant's tool, take it off, and then clean it that way. I would definitely suggest cleaning it that way. Or you can just do it on the fly. So let's say if you're doing a reenactment or whatever, and you have to do it on the fly because you're in the line right now. That's what's most likely going to happen. Is you're going to sit there and you're going to try to prick it out. Taking the nipple off, you should be able to do it by hand. Like I can move this by hand. That's how it should be done. You don't want to tighten it at all. Because if you do have a problem, yeah, it's gonna be a bitch to take off. What else? Now, sometimes the bottom of the chamber, even if you clean it, you can clean your musket so much, clean it every time you use it. There's still gonna be fouling down at the chamber. Okay, there's going to be sediment and trust me, it's going to be sediment. That thing is like cement. Okay, the best way to clean your chamber is to take the chamber plug off. You take the barrel off, and I can see where that plug, it's going to twist off. Take that off and give it a good thorough cleaning once a year, 6 months, once a year, depending on how much you shoot it. All right? Trust and believe when I sit there and say this, I've had muskets that no matter how many times I pricked it, I did not understand why it did not shoot. And then for some reason, I had the bright idea of getting an adjustable wrench, put this bastard in a vise, and unscrew the chamber plug, and there was a plug, I shit you not, of sediment on the bottom of that. And you could literally see where I was drilling holes in the sediment itself. It's hard as a rock. You won't even know. And I kid you not, you'll have guys, you know, and they'll do this, and they'll go, you know, they'll wait for that ting, ting, and they're like, oh, well, your barrel's clean. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. The sediment gets that hard. It will trick you. Okay? So it's good to take that barrel plug off, especially with percussion. At least depending on how much you shoot. If you shoot a lot, obviously you want to take it off. Probably, quite a bit. I mean, if you shoot a lot, I mean, like, you're going through a pound of powder a week, I definitely would take it off, like, every 3 months. You know what I mean? Or every 2 months. You know, I would definitely do that. But if you're just casual shooter, like, you bring it out like a few hundred rounds, take it off every 6 months and clean it. And that goes for flintlocks and percussion. So yeah, that's one problem that nipped me in the butt that I had to deal with, and there we go. Oh yeah, another thing you want to do with that breech plug, put some grease on it. Put some grease on those threads. And you do want to tighten it. Usually they'll have like a little notch on there where you need to tighten it to. Tighten it to that notch, okay? But I keep that breech plug somewhat, you know what I mean? I check it every now and then, so that means if I'm doing hardcore maintenance with it, I can take that plug off. Okay, now, there's another reason why you want to keep that breech plug somewhat. Dry ball. Dry ball sucks, dude. It sucks. It sucks. What is dry ball? Well, dry ball is when you don't put any powder. You think you put powder in there, but you didn't put powder in there, and now you got a ball jammed in there. There's a few ways you can do it. You can heat up the barrel and melt the lead. Yeah, you can do that. It takes a while, but you can do it. I don't think it takes that long. I've never done it that way. I've always took the breech plug out and pound it, and you know what I mean? It just comes out one big, that's it. Falls right out. Another thing that could happen, it's not dry ball, but it's fouling. Quite literally, you could sit there and you could have enough fouling in there where it will make the ball, and this happened to me, it'll make the ball feel like the ball actually happened on this musket I'm using right now. The ball was halfway down the barrel and it was in there, and the fouling wasn't letting it go any deeper. So the fouling jammed up the ball. There we go. That sucks. You don't want to shoot it because you got a freaking hand grenade. You don't want to shoot it, so you have to take the breech plug out, clean it as best you can, clean both ends, and then push it out, and hopefully it'll come out. Really lube it. Yeah, put some lube into it. Rubbing alcohol is a great thing for that. It's awesome for it, and yeah. Another issue that you can run with, mainly all loading issues, mainly. Another issue is how to keep that fouling down. How to keep that fouling down. I think I mentioned another video. Rubbing alcohol, great. The 91% rubbing alcohol is a great option. Definitely have that on hand. Keep that fouling down. Keep that fouling down as much as possible. Like I said, it's black powder. It's a messy profession, and I'm gonna call it a profession because it's not a hobby to me. You know what I mean? Absolutely not a hobby. Another issue. This is with your lock. Okay, so if your hammer on both things, your cock, your hammer, is flopping around, that means your mainspring is toast. Always have a second mainspring on you. It's always good. For all my muskets, I think I have like three or four mainsprings. It's a good thing to get mainsprings for them. Wow, brain fart. So let's say you got yourself in full cock, okay, and you go to shoot, and the thing goes to half cock, just stops right at half cock. Your tumbler is fucked up, okay? Your tumbler is toast. You have to grind your tumbler. On a video, I'm going to show you how to do that. For the most part, you can find tumblers pretty much anywhere. All right. Sorry, I was getting worried. I thought my barrel on one of my muskets, I thought it was rot. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell? It's just a shadow casting on the... All right, so your tumbler's fucked up. You got to get a new tumbler. Depending on what, like Panasonic, Army Sport, I know Army Sport, you can get pretty, parts for it. I don't know about Panasonic. I don't know about Panasonic, but it's good to put some grease on the tumbler inside, light grease, because black powder does go in there, and you could have corrosion powder. What also could happen with the tumbler is you have it on full cock. If it falls, slips, hits a tree. See, my tumbler's going out on this. It's going. It should not be. It should not do that. It should not. See, that's bad. So my tumbler's going out on this. That's a tumbler issue, or I need to regrind it. I need to resurface it. I need to put a flat surface on it. It's rounded. When I was part of Second Vermont Civil War reenactment, I was part of Second Vermont. The lieutenant jacked my tumbler. When he was doing a test, he put it on half cock, and he hit it pretty hard, and it jacked my tumbler. And every time I tried to shoot it, it would go half cock. I was like so confused, and then I figured out, yeah, dude, it's your fucking tumbler. I tore it apart. The lock is like one of those things that you really have to pay close attention to, because obviously the lock is everything. It's what operates this smoke pole, straight up. Other issues that you might run into, ramrods getting stuck when you're loading. That's happened a few times with me, especially the wooden ones. You got stuck. I don't know how, but for some reason it got jammed up in there. Just wet it down. Get some whatchamacallit there, rubbing alcohol or something. Something now evaporate brake spray. That stuff works great. Oh my god, especially for muskets. Some muskets love it. I do use that. Cheat. I know. I'm bad. Brake cleaner. There we go. Brake cleaner. Oh man. Oh man. Especially when if I got the breech plug out, yeah, I'll give it a once over. Just hose it right down. Look, fouling. It's the nature of the beast. You'll definitely get canceled for black hands. You know, instead of getting black face, you're gonna get black, and you might get in trouble because sometimes you'd be like so mad, you'd be like, ah! And you know what I mean? People, yeah, I doing blackface. So you may get canceled if you do black powder. I just want you to know that right now. So that's, I tell you the truth, I can't think of any other major issues that you could run into. And I know there's got to be some more. So for all you seasoned guys out there, who the hell's that? All right. For all you seasoned guys out there, if I missed something, put it down below. I want to hear it. I want to and add the solution. Put the solution down so people can have it. But yeah, this is cool. This is I wanted to do a video to show you what it looked like, but I couldn't find my tumbler. The tumbler I took out on my 61 Springfield. So I couldn't because I wanted to show you what I did. But one of these days I'll find it and I'll post it on how to file that thing down. Again, you're not trying to reshape the tumbler. You're trying to reshape the shelf. You're trying to put that 90-degree angle on that shelf. You're trying to make it square again. So the trigger has something to fall on. You know what I mean? Well, not the trigger sear, the trigger, whatever it's called. Man, I forget. It has something to go on. So that means when you squeeze the trigger, you know what I mean? That gets rounded after a certain amount of time. And yeah, what you saw here with the zoo off, me hitting it, I'm not going to do it because I need to change it out anyways, but I'm not going to keep doing it. That's bad. That means the tumbler is going, that all it would take for somebody is if this thing hits, somebody bumps into this at some point, it's just going to go off, and you don't want that. You don't want that at all. Half cock is safety. That's why with this one, I only go to full cock. I keep it exactly like this. So I'll put a percussion cap, and then I'll drop my hammer on there. You have to really force the hit to set that cap off. I did a video on it because people were like, "Oh, dude, you gotta be real safe." Now I was sitting there banging my bayonet, slamming it on there. It didn't go off, so you have nothing to worry about that. What you do have to worry about is if that thing just slams home, and you don't want it to slam home. You know what I mean? You're moving, you're going through the woods, you're doing your shit, and you've got this thing on full cock. This is completely unsafe on full cock. I will never do that on full cock. Start walking around. I'll keep it exactly like this. And then this particular musket. Other ones, I can go half cock on, and I'll be perfectly fine. But half cock's your safety. Half cock is your safety. So that's pretty much it. yeah, yeah, yeah. That's pretty much it. For me, anyways. Your turn. Tell me. Tell me. You seasoned guys out there, especially guys that have been doing this for like 40 years. I want to hear your input. I really do. Um, I I appreciate guys that have been black powdering for X amount of years. As long as black powder has existed, these guys have been doing it, and I want to hear their stories, and I want to hear your story. So put it down below. And who knows? Maybe you have a problem. Maybe one of the people down below um, can can solve it for you, help you out. Um, a black powder community is a very tight community. So yeah, there we go. That's it. That's all I got for you. Thanks for watching, guys. Vermont Survivalists, as always, good to go.